Journalism ethics is a list of 10 ethical standards that journalists must abide by in their practice. They're a basic guideline for all journalists to follow and base their stories around. And there are a few of these standards that directly relate to my story I'm working on. So the first one is respect the truth. So, don't portray any lies, don't over exaggerate anything, and that's precisely what I want to do. Like, I don't want to over exaggerate these slips, and I don't want to, pretend they're living in more fear than they are. I purely just want to do a follow up story on how they are living in the same houses that have previously, been hit by a slip and how that affects their day to day life. And the second one I thought that really related was fair and honest means to get information. So, I'm not conning anyone into giving me anything. I'm literally stating what I'm doing and asking if they're willing to help me out with an interview, any photos they have. And I think that being fair and honest, not lying to say you're someone else to get information, I think that's really sneaky and not a good way to go about it. So that's probably why it's one of the standards. And the last one I thought was definitely impacting my story the most was respect private and personal information and feelings when doing your interview. So there was a boy who was killed in the slips a few years ago. He was in the basement of their house and was crushed when the slip came down, and I'm not delving into that for my story. Like, I don't want to bring all of that up with them. That's their private and personal tragedy, and I don't want to dredge all that up just for a story. So I think that that's the standard that's affecting my story the most.